In the last lecture, we discussed the special function topic. Today, today we will discuss the vector space and matrices. That topic. In Firstly, we will discuss the matrices. What is meant by matrices? Matrices is nothing but it is a square of rectangular array of numbers or the function. It is nothing but the matrices. The word matrix was given by Sylvester and developed by Cayley. Okay, how to write the matrix of order. Then write down the order of the matrix. If m is the number of rows, m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns, then order of matrix is nothing but m by n. Okay, how to represent the matrix? So that's why a representation of the matrix, write down the name representation of the matrix, that is Aij. How to write the matrix representation, that is Aij. Okay, where I is nothing but the row element and j is nothing but the column index. There are different types of matrices depending upon the order of matrix, like that. There are so many types of the matrices. We will discuss the few we will discuss the some types of the matrices, that is a square matrix. Firstly, write down the square matrix. What is meant by the square matrix? That is if there is m is equal to n, means matrix order is m is equal to n, means number of rows is equal to number of columns. There is same number of columns and rows, then that matrix is nothing but the square matrix. Okay, how to write it is, it is written as A is equal to A11, A12, A up to ANN, A1n, A21, A22 up to A2n, like that. AN1, AN2 up to ANN. I will give one clue here. If there is m is equal to n, then you will easily understand that matrix is nothing but what? That matrix is nothing but the square matrix. Okay, after that write down the row matrix. Row matrix is denoted how? Row matrix, it is nothing but the matrix has one row only and n columns is said to be row matrix. Okay, after that write down, if a matrix has row, only one row and n columns is said to be row matrix. Okay, only one row and n columns are still, that matrix is nothing but the row matrix. It is denoted as only one row, so that's why here is 1, and n columns, so that's why here n. Okay, after that it is written as matrix X is equal to A11, A12 up to A1n. After that write down the column matrix. If a matrix has only one column and there is m rows then that matrix is nothing but the column matrix. Okay, it is denoted as m by 1, means since here is how much? N is equal to how much? 1. Okay, n is equals to how much? 1, and here m is equals to 1. Okay, So write down x is equal to matrix. X is, I'm giving here its example 1, 2, 3 in column matrix. Okay. After that, write down the rectangular matrix. Of what is rectangular matrix? If there is no, I'm giving here, if number of rows which is not equal to number of column, then that matrix is known as rectangular matrix. Okay, that is m is not equal to n. Okay, m is not equal to n. Some example giving here, that is x is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, means number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Here is one missing, one column is missing. Okay, here is m is not equal to n. How much are, here is 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, after that write down scalar matrix. I am giving now directly because of MCQ pattern exam. Scalar matrix. What is scalar matrix? How to write Aij? Aij is nothing but the matrix representation is equal to, if there is 0 and some constant, means 0 when I is not equals to j, and c when I is equals to j is constant, then that where what is c is constant term. Okay, how to, I am giving example, then you will understand easily. 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2. This matrix is nothing but the scalar matrix, means some constant value is there. That matrix is nothing but the scalar matrix. Okay, after that write down triangular matrix. But in this triangular matrix there are two types of triangular matrix. One is upper triangular matrix, another one is lower triangular matrix. I am giving one by one. Firstly write down the upper triangular matrix. Write down a square matrix. अपर ट्रायंगुलर मॅट्रिक्स कोणता मॅट्रिक्स आहे तर तो स्क्वेअर मॅट्रिक्स आहे. अ स्क्वेअर मॅट्रिक्स ऑफ ऑर्डर m by n of order m by n in a square matrix of order m by n in which elements below the principal diagonal principal diagonal elements are 0, means a square matrix of order m by n. There is one square matrix, and that's in that square matrix in which the elements below the principal diagonal elements all are 0. That matrix is nothing but the upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. How to return it is A is equal to, suppose matrix A is nothing but the upper triangular matrix is written as A B C 0 D E 0 0 F. This matrix is nothing but the upper triangular matrix. What is the condition? Condition it is here. What condition here? Aij is equal to 0, but if Ai is greater than j. Okay, and second one is that lower triangular matrix. Lower triangular matrix. Here upper triangular means this is diagonal elements. Okay, this is principal diagonal elements. That below these principal diagonal elements, below that there is one triangle, like, okay, here is one triangle. That triangle elements all are 0, then only that matrix is nothing but the upper triangular matrix. And when you are studying the lower triangular elements, then this is diagonal elements. Okay, this is principal diagonal. Above this there is one more is a triangle. Okay, BCE. This is one more triangle. That triangle elements are 0, then that nothing but the lower triangular matrix. Okay, write down a square matrix. A square matrix having elements above the principal diagonal, above the principal diagonal, are 0. That is, I am giving here, suppose here is B matrix. Example, B matrix A B. Here is B0 C0. Here write down any other element E D. Here is 0 also, F G, and here is H. This is diagonal, and above this diagonal, this triangle element all are 0. That matrix is nothing but the lower triangular matrix. Okay, write down the condition for this. Aij is equal to 0, but here is I is less than j. Okay, here is I is less than, but here is I is greater than 0, j in the upper triangular matrix, and in the lower triangular matrix there is I is less than j. There are some other also matrices, that is like that diagonal matrix, symmetric matrix, skew symmetric matrix, orthogonal matrix. All are we will see in next lecture. Up to here today's class.